Hello everyone, welcome to week 10 of our 12 weeks of Christmas series. We only have 2 weeks left. Can you believe it? We are nearly to the end. This is what we are making today. It is so gorgeous. This is a fun box that holds, this is a great box to give away, and we'll go into this in just a little bit more detail, but it holds a set of cards that you can gift away, and we'll talk about more about that in just a second. But I love this box. I love this whole suite. We're going to use a lot of the products from this Christmas season suite. So before we get into that though, let's go over everything. There's so much going on this month. December is always just so busy. So we are going to just chat for a few minutes about everything that's going on this month. So Paper Pumpkin, the last day to sign up for Paper Pumpkin is going to be December 10th. That is this Friday. So you only have about 5 days left to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. It's going to be the Lots of Pun kit. This one I cannot wait for. I'm getting 2 kits this month. And I cannot wait for this one. So you're going to get 9 cards, supplies for 9 cards, a stamp set, an ink spot. It's such a good value. And Paper Pumpkin is just amazing. So don't miss out on this one. That is coming this month. Last day to subscribe is Friday. Alright guys, the mini catalog. This is our holiday mini catalog, and our last chance list is out. Products are already selling out from this list. So if there are items in the mini catalog that you've had on your wish list and haven't had a chance to get, make sure you get it, because once they're gone, they're gone. Stuff's already selling out, so don't wait. There's some really amazing products in here, and I'm so sad to see some of them go. So make sure you head to my online store, check out that last chance list. There are lots of good discounts too. Some of the dies are discounted up to 50% off, so that's huge. All right, guys, look at what's coming. So I actually got my order last week, and I considered my pre-order from these catalogs last week, and I considered showing those products to you today, but I think I'm gonna wait. I think maybe we'll do those maybe next week, but I've already been busy playing. I have a team event coming up next week, and so I spent most of Friday designing and crafting for that, so I can't wait. If you're on my team, we have some good stuff to do next week, so I cannot wait. So if you're in the United States though, and you're not working with another demonstrator, I'd love to mail you some catalogs. Just let me know. I'm working on getting these out to my customers. I don't know, hopefully before Christmas for sure. But I don't know. It's the last few weeks of December are always crazy. All right, guys. Also, final call for this class. This is my December card crate. This is a Turtle Friends card crate. These are all like pop-up and surprise cards. These are just fantastic, fun cards. If this one got stuck, there we go. These are just fantastic and fun cards. I just love them. They all have like a fun fold or surprise pop-up in some way, so don't miss this. This is last day to subscribe for this one with payment is also Friday, December 10th. So Paper Pumpkin and card crate, you only have till Friday to subscribe, or to RSVP for this one. Subscribe for Paper Pumpkin. Oh, okay, I see your comment. She asked how my thumb was. So on Friday, I posted, some of you may have saw it, I actually sliced my thumb open, getting out of the paper trimmer replacement. I was trying to pull it out, and then my thumb slipped and went right under it, right under between the plastic and the blade, and I just kind of sliced my thumb. It's actually much better, Kate. It was looking pretty rough for a while, but it's actually doing much better. Thank you for asking. But this is what we're making today. So this is the beautiful card box we're making, and if you joined me on Wednesday in my business page, we made this stack of cards using the Christmas season bundle. So we made 5 cards, and so today we're going to make the box that goes with it, so you can gift these cards away. You can stick these in the box, and you can give these cards away to family, friends, teachers, coworkers, all of those wonderful people in your life that maybe you're having a hard time shopping for. Cards are always a great gift. So we're the stack of cards we made on Wednesday, we're now going to make a gift box for them, so you're going to be all set to go for the holidays. All right, so today we're using the Christmas season bundle along with the Christmas, or these are the seasonal label dice. By far, hands down, my favorite bundle in the holiday catalog. These products will actually carry over, but the bundle price will not. So if you want to save 10%, make sure you get this before January 3rd. January 3rd is the last day you can order these as a bundle. They will still be available to order, but you guys, 10% is a good deal. You can save 10%, and these dies are pretty pricey, so any discount you can get on the bundle is good. So if you haven't picked these up yet, make sure you head to my online store, get these. We are also using this stamp set, the Christmas to Remember stamp set. This one's also carrying over, so you will be able to get that one later. So, but get that bundle because it's good and you can save money on it. So that's what we're using today. And then we're also using the Painted Christmas. Is that what this is called? I think it's called Painted Christmas. This is the that DSP. We used it on Wednesday too. I don't have a lot of this left, but it is gorgeous DSP, and this will be back in next year's holiday catalog. So you have until January 3rd to buy it, and then after that it will be on a break until the 2022 holiday catalog comes out, and then we'll have that DSP back, which is fantastic because I love that DSP. But let's make the box. Let's start with the box, and I gotta get my scoring tool out. I actually have it. There's some treats that were hidden on top of it, so it took me a little bit longer to get out. So that we're going to start with the box. You're going to need almost an entire sheet of cardstock for it, and I'm using crumb cake for mine. So this is 11 by 8 1/4. So we're going to use nearly an entire sheet of cardstock. So we're going to start on the short side. On the 8 1/4 inch side, we are going to score it at, let me find my measurements, at 3/4. At 6 3/4, and at 7 1/2. Okay. My dog is, I don't know if you guys can hear that. There must be a cat in my front yard or something. He's going crazy. All right, so on the 11-inch side, we are going to score at 4 1/2, 5 1/4, 9 3/4, and a 10 1/2. Now all of these measurements are in the video description. They're all going to be up on my blog in just a little while. Just give me a little while to get them up, and they will be up on my blog, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. Get my bone folder out, and we're going to fold on all those score lines. Now this box is sized to hold the 5 cards we made. And I think you could probably fit 6 cards in there if you wanted to. Now keep in mind, we went on our cards, we only have 1 layer of dimensionals and very few embellishments, so the cards are not very thick at all, which helps us put more in the box. But if you had a card with maybe bigger embellishments or more layers of dimensionals, you might not be able to fit as many in the box, but give it a go. You might be surprised. Okay, so let's do some trimming. So on the long side, there is a 1/2 inch strip over here. So this is going to be our glue tab. So we are going to cut off on either side. We're going to just cut that little rectangle off. I'm cutting in at a little notch there. This is our glue tab, so we just want to make sure we have a little notch to cut off on. Okay, now this is going to get wrapped around like this. So this is going to be our back. So let me get back in the camera. So this is our glue tab. This is going to wrap around just like that. This is our back. So our top has the 2 score lines. And so we're actually going to remove this entire rectangle. So I'm actually going to grab my big paper scissors for this, just so I can cut a straight line. So we're going to remove these 2 longer rectangles on this big section right here. Okay. All right, go back to my smaller scissors and then just cut down right here. We're just going to take this out completely. Okay, so this is what we have. So this is going to be our flap that folds down. So we need to get these little tabs loosened up here. So cut all the way down on that score line on either side. And then we're going to cut away one of these squares. And then we'll cut that tab and just cut the sides off just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to cut down, fold that out of the way. We're going to cut this one off. We only need 1 square, and then just cut those at an angle, just like that. Okay, so that is the top done. Just like that. So we cut off this side over here, and then we just cut some tabs This will be our flap to fold in. Now you can either use your detailed trio punch corner around these. I'm just going to cut these at a little bit of an angle. Just a very small little angle that I'm taking off, not a lot. Okay, so that's the top of the box. We're going to do the bottom now, and the bottom is pretty easy. We're just making these tabs free, and we're going to cut at an angle on these tabs. Let's get those tabs free and open, and the same thing on this side. Now the box is, I cut that way crooked. Oh, okay, it'll work. The box is only about 3/4 of an inch deep. If you wanted a thicker box, you would either have to use 12 by 12 cardstock and then just modify the sides for your measurements, or you would use 2 pieces of cardstock and glue them all together. But that is a project for another day. Maybe we'll make another card box sometime and we'll make it much bigger. All right, so this is what your box looks like. We are going to adhere it all together now. So I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus. This is a brand new one. I ran out of all of my adhesives yesterday. Let me see if it will go this way. My Stampin' Seal Plus. I don't know what it is with crumb cake. It never wants to work on crumb cake. I don't know if it's me or maybe it's user error. I need to work on my Stampin' Seal Plus. We're going to switch to tear and tape. Tear and tape is always a hit. It always works. All right, so on our glue tab, put a piece of tear and tape. I'm going to pull this off. Okay. And then this should just fold up. I'm just going to fold on that score line here and fold on. Let's see, just line that up just like that, and should just lay completely flat. So that is our box cut. So that the lid will just pop right in, just like that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, I say, and then it gets stuck. All right, now for our bottom, we want this one to go in first. This is the front of the box. We want that one to go in last. So let's get some tear and tape just along this one. I'm not even going to glue the tabs down on my box because they're going to be at the bottom and we don't need to glue them down. We're only putting cards in here. If I was putting something heavier or more substantial in here, I definitely adhere those tabs down, but for just a box of cards, you don't need to. So that's the box. It's a pretty simple box. All right, so we're going to open it up. We'll stick our cards inside. So I have 5 envelopes, and then I have the 5 cards, and I just like to kind of flip a couple of them around, and that'll help them sit a little flatter. There we go. So that slides in. Our lid slides in. Perfect. Just like that. Isn't that cute? So now all you have to do is decorate it. All right, let's pull in our sample so we know what we're doing. I have a belly band. We're going to wrap around the entire thing, and we're going to end up covering up the seam. So I want the seam to be on the front. So I'm actually we're going to go back to our Stampin' Seal Plus and see if it wants to play nice. Man, what is with this Stampin' Seal Plus? Do you guys use Stampin' Seal Plus? Do you guys? Okay, and we're going to switch to Stampin' Seal. I don't know. Stampin' Seal Plus I used to love it and use it all the time, but lately, I don't know if I've gotten a bad batch of them or what. I have just had some bad luck with Stampin' Seal Plus. All right, so I'm just going to adhere that down. We are just going to wrap this around, and I'm just going to fold as I go. There's no reason to score these or anything. We're just going to wrap as we go, just kind of pinch those edges. And we get on this side, some more adhesive, and we'll just adhere this down. And if it's a little bit off, it doesn't matter. This is going to be covered. Nobody will ever see it. Just go ahead and pinch those sides. Perfect. All right, now I have another piece of DSP. This is that same Painted Christmas pack. This one is, let me check my notes, 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. We're going to glue this one down all the way down on all 4 sides. I just want to make sure this is nice and secure. You can use any adhesive you want. This goes down right onto our box. And then we're going to tie some ribbon, and then we'll get to our stamping. Okay. So, our ribbon, this is our satin. This is our real red satin. What is it? Double stitch satin ribbon. This is in the annual catalog. There is some red ribbon in the suite. I didn't want to use that one because I was afraid it was going to be sold out by the time we got to the the video. So I really try not to use a lot of stuff that's retiring. Once it hits that retired list, because you just never know. I could plan on something, and then by the time I get to my video, it's all sold out, and then you guys can't get it, and it's sad. So, all right. It's not the best bow, but we're going to make it work. So just a bow off to the side here. And let me get my scissors. I'll trim those. Trim this in just a little. There we go. All right, so that's our box pretty much. And this is pretty cute, just as it is. You could give this away. But we're going to do some stamping and really stuff this box up just a little bit. All right, now I already have some of my pieces stamped, and if you watched me on Wednesday, you saw my Stamparatus trick. We're going to do that again for the pieces that I need to stamp. So let me pull out what we need to stamp. So we have our scalloped rectangle. This is from the Scallop Contours dies. We're going to stamp our greeting on that. And then I already have one of these leaves. We're going to stamp one more of these. We need 2 of these. We need 2 pine cones. I already have both my pine cones stamped. So I used crumb cake and soft suede for my pine cones. We are going to need 3 of these little sprigs. So I have 2. We're going to stamp one more. And let me see, what else do we have? We have this little fun little leaf. I don't know what that is. That's stamped in Pear Pizzazz. And then we have one little berry sprig. We're going to need one more. So we'll stamp another one of those. So the ones we're going to stamp, I've already cut just blank white die cuts with them. So I'm going to get out my Stamparatus and we are going to stamp them all. So I've already mounted them all on here. So I have my stamps mounted on here. I see where I die cut all of those pieces from this scrap piece of paper. And so we're just going to put those blank pieces that we cut, we're just going to stick them right back into those die cut slots. And we're going to be able to just stamp these just exactly in the right place where they are. Now this technique works really well, and it's a real time saver if you have a ton to make. So we are going to, as far as making a bunch of these boxes, I would just cut a ton of blank ones and just keep stamping and putting them in. All right, so I'm going to use Garden Green. We're going to start with the detailed image of that leaf. Oh, I just moved it. Hold on. Let me just, we gotta double check, make sure it's still in the same. I think it's still good. Okay, so we're going to start with the detailed image. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just stuck my whole thumb in the ink. Hold on. I need to clean my thumb. We're going to have Garden Green everywhere. I've been a bit of a walking disaster the last few days. I gotta say, after I sliced my thumb with my paper trimmer blade, it's just been a kind of a walking disaster. All right, so I've inked up both of them. I've inked up the little sprig and then that detailed piece, and we're just going to lay this down and stamp them. I'll lift that up. Our sprig is actually done. We don't have a second layer of that, so that one's all done. I'm gonna put my Garden Green away before we stick our hand in it again. And before we flip our plate over one more time, I'm gonna get my soft suede, and I'm actually gonna remove these stamps off just so I don't end up having a disaster. And I have my little sprig over here, and I'm just going to ink that up and stamp that down. Perfect. All right, put our soft suede away, and we're gonna go ahead and flip our plate around. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, something in the air or something. I'm just like, everything is off lately. I don't know. All right, so I have my solid piece over here for my leaf. I'm going to ink that up in Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to ink up the berries in Real Red. And we're just going to stamp this all at once. It's berries in Real Red, leaf in Pear Pizzazz. You can see how quick and easy that is. Peel these off. Easy, beautiful, quick and easy. Everything is in the right place, ready to go. All right, let's get rid of our Stamparatus. Let's close up our inks. We're going to leave our red ink out for just a second so we can stamp that greeting. So I have the, I just stuck my hand in the red. Oh my gosh. Oh, the wheels are coming off, guys. We are, we're doing all our Christmas decorations today. And so it's been a transition switching from Christmas decorating to stamping, so maybe that's my issue. So love and joy come to you, and may it last the whole year through. Isn't that sweet? Real red. Now I'm going to let this dry because my track record with Real Red is that I will smear it almost instantly. So I'm going to put that aside and let it dry. We are going to work on decorating. Okay, so as much as I want to let that dry, we're going to have to bring that back over. I'm telling you guys, it's been a weekend. All right, dimensionals. We're going to do this carefully without smearing our greeting. Stick those on our, what is this, a rectangle? Do you guys have your Christmas decorations up? When do you guys put them up? My daughter is always like, right after Halloween, like, can we put them up? Can we put them up? I'm like, you gotta at least let me get through Thanksgiving first. But she is always very anxious to get them up. And I don't. It's when we put up our Christmas decorations, it seems like I'm the one doing all the work, right? She wants them all up, but I'm always the one doing all the work. All right, dimensionals on the back of each of the pine cones, and these are just going to go right on the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to fill in, let me pull this over, we're going to fill in a lot of our other pieces, and we're going to use a lot of dimensionals for these. We're going to stick them on. So for one of our sprigs, we are going to put that on with some liquid glue. You can use glue dots too. If you're not a fan of liquid glue, just tuck that under one of the pine cones. One of our other sprigs is going to go on top. So I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue there, and then I'm going to put a dimensional on the end of it. And we'll stick that down just like that. We're going to take one of our leaf pieces, and that will get tucked under on this side. Just like that. So cute. I just love this. Love it. And then we'll do a berry sprig, just a little bit of liquid glue on that. That will get tucked in just like that down there. So cute, right? So fun. All right, now for the top, we're going to do some dimensionals. I'm going to cut this one in half. The leaves are a good size, but they don't hold a full dimensional, so I'm just going to cut that one in half, peel off our backings. We're going to tuck this under, just like that. We'll stick on this leaf right next to it, again with a dimensional. Just like that. We'll stick a dimensional on our little pine branch. And that one goes in, just like that. Okay. All right. And our sprig, or our little berry sprig, is our last one. There we go. Oh, I just love it. I love it. And this stamp set is so amazing. It gives you that watercolor look, but you can really just kind of build those pieces and get any kind of look you want. All right, final touch is our wonderful gems. These are retiring. I did check today. They have not sold out. At least they haven't sold out by this morning when I checked. These are fantastic. I love these. These are some of my favorites. The clear ones have like gold glitter in them. The red ones have like this iridescent gold glitter. They're fantastic though. So we're actually going to put 5 of them on here. You can use any other colors. I'm using the clear. I just love the clear ones, but again, use any of the ones you want. We're just going to sprinkle some around. All right. So cute. This would make such a good gift. I just love it. And now I have 2. I can make up a few more for some teacher gifts, and it would be fantastic. So that is today's project. So that is week 10. I will be back on Wednesday in my business page. Hopefully I will not be as accident prone or as damaged as I am today. We will be using the Penguin Place bundle for that one. I haven't completely figured out the project. It's in the design process, but we will definitely be using the penguins. Those are still available, but those could go on non-orderable at any time. They were on non-orderable for I don't know, like 4 months. So if that Penguin Place bundle is on your list, make sure you head to my online store and pick that Penguin Place bundle up, because you're going to want it after the project on Wednesday. It's going to be so cute. All right, so join me Wednesday in my business page, hopefully at 10 a.m. I do have to check my husband's meeting schedule, but it should be at 10 a.m. And then I'll be back next week for week 11 for our 12 weeks of Christmas. I can't wait. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.